Every single damn time, dude. I always get messed up when I'm trying to do the intro and then converting over to showing myself on screen. What is up, everybody? How's it going? We had a little bit of a fluke. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. No, there is another. We ended up having a little bit of a restart. I realized I wasn't connected to the Wi-Fi, so we went ahead and we had to do a little bit of a hard reboot. Sorry about that. I apologize, guys. We went ahead and we played the intro real quick, and we're just getting right to it. So shout out to all of you guys if you came back from the original link that was posted. Yeah, oddball. Like I said, man, we had to do a hard reset. My bad. You guys know that StreamYard hasn't really been cooperating with me these last few streams. I live in a little bit of a like rural area in the West Coast, so I apologize on that note, guys. My bad. Shout out to you guys though in the chat. What's up, oddball? What's up? No, there is another. No, there is another. I did see that you said this was your first time catching us live. So what's up? Congrats on catching us live for the first time, man. Hail to you. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy the show. Of course, SWA on rum right now. Let's go, guys. I am on the Jawa juice tonight. I had a few drinks. I went out with my buddy after work, and we had a little spill. You know what I'm saying? Not too many that I couldn't drive, so I got back home and safely, mind you, legally and safely, I got back home. And I went ahead and had a few more. So we're gonna see what tonight is looking like when Decrepit's on the Jawa juice on a hangout with your floppy stream. But shout out to you, SWA. Always good to see you. Leland March is in the building. What's up, Leland? Hail. Good to see you, sir. Welcome in. Glad you could make it. All right. But hopefully that does with a quick introduction. Like I said, man, I don't know if I said it already, but oh, hold on real quick. What did he say? Shout out Narrow Dark for reposting. Yeah. Shout out to Narrow Dark. Yeah, thank you. I might watch the replay. No worries, SWA. No worries. I know that Melvin is streaming right now, so some of the knights that are fans of this channel as well might be over there. So that is all good. That is a okay with me. Go support Darth Melvin, leader of the Knights of Melvin. We are definitely fans of his over here on the Decrepit channel. Shout out to Melvin. But right on, man. Yeah, like I said, it is I, your gracious host, Decrepit, the hooded lad in the corner of the cantina, and it is back. We are back tonight with another hangout with your floppy stream where we're going to talk about some comic book shit. We're going to talk about the new releases for comic books for the week. We're going to go ahead and go over some of the issues we're going to be receiving on Wednesday at our local comic book stores. I really am a little bit slitty tonight, guys. I apologize. But I told myself when I was coming home, I was like, the show must go on, guys. The show must go on. But all right. And if Scran, if you're listening to this, you're probably listening to this on the replay. I did have a stout tonight. I had a Guinness, so I got to have my first Guinness of the winter. All right, let's go ahead and just get into it. I know people don't want to hear my ranting on my evening. I apologize again, guys. We were gonna stream last night at Monday, but like I said in my my X post and my post on YouTube on the page, I did have a family emergency and it just couldn't be helped. So really apologize to those of you guys that are always used to catching the stream on Monday evening. But hopefully we got some new viewers in tonight based on the fact that we're doing this on a Tuesday. All right, let's go ahead and present the screen. I'm gonna stop babbling. Let's go ahead and get into new comics for the week. All right, so this week, guys, we got a nice little spread to look at. We got Batman issue number 4, part of the new volume from DC. I'm not following that one personally, so if anyone is, please tell me what you think about the new Batman series. We are dying to hear. Next up after on the list, we got Absolute Green Lantern issue number 9. I haven't been keeping up with the Absolute line, especially the Absolute Green Lantern. It just didn't really appeal to me. I read the first like issue 2. I think I dabbled in a little bit of issue 3, but it's not really my cup of tea. So I went ahead and I set this one to the side. Even though you guys know I am a Green Lantern fan, this just happens to be not my style or fashion of Green Lantern. So we're going to go ahead and pass on that one. The next one that I have on the list right here is Ultimate X-Men number 22. The Ultimate line is still going on through Marvel. I don't know how successful it is. I don't know if people have been still picking up the Ultimate series, whether it be the Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate Spider-Man, or Ultimate X-Men. I don't know, really. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do know that Ultimate X-Men has been maintaining success or minor success, I guess you could say, because Peach Momoko, one of the most profound new modern artists of our time. She's been dedicating a lot of artwork on the interiors and the covers for these Ultimate X-Men books. So I know that's been definitely giving it a little bit of a boost. But if that's your bag, go check out the Ultimate X-Men line from Marvel. Next up on the list, we got DCKO Night Fight issue number 2. I'm not too familiar with the KO or the Night Fight line. Honestly, guys, if I could just like put a side note here, I've been like swamped with work. I got this crazy project going on in my like real life job, and I work full time. So when that happens, sometimes stuff just kind of gets pushed to the sideline. I've been like reading some stuff digitally, but not a whole lot of the newer lines. So if that can kind of give some insight into my situation, I hope that alleviates some of the backlash that you guys might have for me not keeping up with some of the modern books. All right, that being said, anyway, next one on the list is Fantastic Four number 6 from Marvel, and then we got Batgirl number 14. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we can go ahead and click on Batgirl because I'm not sure what the synopsis and what the storyline following Batgirl is. On the writing side, we have Tate Bromble as the writer. Artist is Steven Segovia, and then colorist is Rain Barreto. I've never heard of any of these individuals, but this cover art looks pretty pastel, pretty chill. The synopsis for this reads: "The mission impossible? Question mark. The mission is simple: destroy the Unburied's powerful advantage in this war and get out alive. Nothing could go wrong, right?" Releases this week on Wednesday. This week being today is the 2nd of December, Wednesday being the 3rd of December. All right. Real quick in the chat. No, there's another said, "I'm new to modern comics, so I don't know where to start." Oh, hold on. Why did it get my. I don't know why I did that. Sorry about that, guys. It said I had to reform, redo something. I refresh the page. Anyway, I'm new to modern comics, so I don't know where to start. Look, man, I get it. Like a lot of people have the issues of like not knowing where to exactly kick off on like reading comic books. So if my best thing to say to you is like try something classic, like maybe from like the Bronze Age or the 90s. Like that's always like a nice little soft opener. Hell, you could even like go back if you want to look at some of the retro vintage artwork done by like Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko. You can go back into the Silver Age era. That's always a fun time. The stuff from the 60s, that's always classic. Um, if you're a DC or a Marvel fan, either way, you could go and there's good stuff on both sides. On both sides. But there is definitely some good DC stuff that you can start off in the Bronze Age guaranteed. In the Silver Age for Marvel, I tend to lean more towards like Iron Man. Iron Man is one of my favorites. And then I like in the modern age and then from the 90s, a lot of the stuff from Spider-Man is very good as well. So if that kind of tickles your fancy, you guys can check that out. But we will get into comic recommendations towards the end of the stream. I don't imagine tonight to be too long of a stream, just to FYI, guys. So, next on the list, we got scrolling down. Something is Killing the Children. Children, issue number 45. We got another DCKO book titled Superman versus Captain Atom, number 1. And then after that, from DC Comics, we got Poison Ivy, issue number 39. And then flipping over to the Marvel side for the floppy releases, we have Ultimate Universe, 2 years in, issue number 1. I'm not too sure what that one's about, but if you're into that, go check it out. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, issue number 41. G.I. Joe, issue number 15. That's coming from the Image Comics side. And then Birds of Prey, issue number 28 from DC on the next row. And then we have Rook Exodus, issue number 9 is coming out on December 3rd. Now, if I'm going to go ahead and click and open up Rook because I have talked good about this book. I like Rook. I like Jeff Johns. I like what he does. Art from Jason Fabok on this has been excellent on this run. I'm a big fan of this book from Ghost Machine, backed up by Image Comics. Rook Exodus has basically been like a nice storyline about like a different, like a world harvesting kind of company that leaves behind these wardens, they call them, and they're all like linked with particular kind of like psychic abilities via these helmets that they wear on their heads. As you can see, the helmets that they all wear, like Direwolf right here, I believe that's her name. She connects with wolves, and then you have this guy Rook right here. He connects with like flocks of birds, and then I think there was Hog, or I forget what they called the guy that had the boar helmet. I forget they called him, but this line has been pretty fun, interesting world building on this one. This is cover issue number one of issue number one. This is cover number two. Oh, she looks pretty neat. She looks like a deer or something, like an antelope. And then this is cover number three. This is done by Kale Nigu. NGU. I don't know how you spell it, dude. And then you got Rook right there on cover. This is a 1 in 20 ratio variant done by Derek Kirk Kim. Very nice. All right, so Rook Exodus issue number 9. All right, let's go ahead and back to the list. Man, you know what, dude? League of Comic Geeks.com has been giving me issues too. I just need I need new hardware and a better connection for these streams to be able to really pop how I want them to. All right, next up after that, we got Spider-Man Noir issue number 3. And then we have JSA issue number 14 from the DC side. From Marvel, we got Amazing X-Men issue number 3. And then back to DC, we got Adventures of Superman, the Book of Kal-El issue number 4. I'm not familiar with the Book of Kal-El run personally, but from what I've been seeing, people have been gravitating. Superman has been doing well this year as far as books go. The movie was definitely a big letdown, as I can speak for myself, as at least for me. But the books have been pretty nice. I was almost say Spooderman. Superman Unlimited number 1 was pretty well done. I like the Superman Unlimited run that they started a couple months back. That was pretty well done. And then, right, of course, like clockwork, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into some fake Star Wars shit. Now, I could be wrong. Just look at this fucking horrible cover. Oh my god, look at this shit. Disney's proud of this, by the way, guys. Disney is super proud of this. Oh my god. This is gonna turn into a solo tirade instead of a hangout with your floppy, dude, because what is the fuck is this? I can't believe that they're allowed to print this. Anyway, I'll stop nerding out, but I wanted to plug real quick my co-host from Unlimited Tirade, Narrow Dark. If you guys are following Narrow Dark on YouTube as well, go check him out. Go check out his channel. And I believe that Narrow Dark has a splendid video where he talks about this Legacy of Vader comic and how bullshit and trash it is. And I don't have anything to really say about this, as far as this is like fake Star Wars, and I don't want to waste my time with what little time that I have to read this book. But if you have some time on your own time, go check out Dark's video talking about this series. It'll really make you chuckle and laugh. And go tell Dark that Decrepit sent you. All right. So that's all I have to say about this. This is fake Star Wars. I'm not about it. I don't like it. It stinks and I don't like it. All right. League of Comic Geeks is really getting on my fucking nerves tonight. Okay, scrolling back down. That was Legacy of Vader. And then we got Sabretooth, issue number 3 from Laura Kinney. And then right after that, we have Doctor Strange, issue number 1, new volume from Marvel Comics. For all the Doctor Strange fans out there. Then after that, we got Walking Dead Deluxe, issue number 126. Venom, issue number 252. We got, real quick, I want to say this. Like the Venom artwork from this new line of Venom and Spider-Man, this artwork is just so sad to look at. I don't know why, man. I don't know, like this Spider Carnage. Like, look at that, dude. They just keep biting more homages. Like, what is this one supposed to be? Isn't this the Secret Wars number 8, if I'm not mistaken? This is the first black Spidey outfit cover. And if I can't remember that or not, but I'm really tired of them homaging this cover, or this pose. It's really annoying. Venom 252. So we like I said, man, this is like some Spider Carnage style on Venom type shit. and I don't know what exactly this is gonna bring, but I'm not reading Venom. I'm not reading Amazing Spider-Man either. So yeah, and there we go. Amazing Fantasy 15 homage ripoff as well. They can't help themselves. This is so fucking stupid. I'm really sorry to get like this in the middle of the stream, but I'm really fucking sick of Marvel and DC just fucking hammering and toiling and just fucking beating the shit out of these old covers, these old classic covers. It's gotten to the point, dude, where I look at a cover like this and I don't even like going back to the Secret Wars #8 homage, I don't even like the original cover anymore after I see shit like this. It ruins it for me. I see the homages that I hate, and then I see the original version, and I'm like, "Oh my god," just because I know where it leads. Just like Disney Star Wars, man. I can't watch uh anything relating to Disney Star Wars that doesn't have to do with the sequel trilogy because all roads lead to the sequel trilogy, and I'm not a fucking fake fan. And I'm not a shill for Disney Star Wars, and I'm not a shill for Marvel either. This is just like at least modern Marvel. This is really embarrassing. I I'm just not impressed by this. All right, I'll try to calm down, guys. Anyway, that's Venom 252. I just want to talk shit about that cover because it was trash. Every time I'm gonna have to reform and reload this page, this is gonna be fucking annoying. Real quick before I lose you guys, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Uh, there's this YouTuber called Ranting for Vengeance, and he'd be saying a lot of modern comics are woke. Well, I don't know if you could call it whatever you want. You could call it woke. You could call it trash. You could call it just shitty writing. And you don't have to really give it like a political standing, but I could definitely say that a lot of the shit is really like a lot of leftist activists have a lot of positions in comic book companies in Hollywood. So that's why we get a lot of this trash bullshit. Not the Disney Vader comic. Oh yeah, you better believe. Leland sent an emoji. I don't know exactly what he said. Hail Decrepit. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? I can confirm that Narrow Dark video is unironically peak fire. Yeah, Narrow Dark's the shit. I love him. I love that man. All right, clip it. Yeah, just saying hi to each other. Decrepit. I just picked up Tomb of the Bazaar, Volume 3, number 16. Tomb of the Bazaar. I gotta look that one up. Talk your shit, Decrepit. Let the hate flow. Yeah, dude. I get really fucking pissed off, and I can't fucking stand this stuff. I really can't stand when companies just eat and fucking reuse and just bastardize the shit out of classic covers to where the original stuff doesn't even feel special anymore to me. So it gets that annoying. But anyway, all right, moving on. We caught up with chat. We got next up we have Wicked Witches Row #1. That looks like trash from Marvel. From IDW Publishing, we got Godzilla #5. Godzilla #5 is coming out on the 3rd, which is tomorrow. Hulk Smash Everything. Now, I don't know anything about this one. I want to click on this one because let me see who's writing this. We got Ryan North, and then editor is Caden McGahee. Look, okay, like look at this person. Let's talk shit about this person for a moment, okay? Because this is an editor for this Hulk book. Does this person look like they have I'm gonna say I'm not even saying they to be politically correct, but does this person look like they have the uh the editing know-how for a book such as The Incredible Hulk or something to do with the Hulk? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. But synopsis for Hulk Smash Everything reads is Hulk really the strongest there is? Sure, he's stronger than most people, but he is really stronger than everything. Dinosaurs, planets, gravity, cosmic forces. Find out here because when we say Hulk takes on all corners in this new miniseries, we really mean it. It's nonstop action in the classic Mighty Marvel manner from Ryan North. One World Under Doom, Squirrel Girl. So those are his writing credits. Is One World Under Doom, which is like a hype book because everyone's only buying covers for the Doomsday film, and then Squirrel Girl, which I will admit was kind of trash. And then Vincenzo Karatu, Psylocke and Astonishing Iceman. Astonishing Iceman was trash. You made Iceman a fucking queer. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, this book's probably gonna tank. I like how I'll just jump to the gun. This book's probably gonna flop. Oh man, that's all I needed to hear. Moving on. Moving on. All right. Real quick. Let's see in chat. I lost. I only bought the Ish for collection's sake. It's part of the unpopular haunted storyline for Fanatic. Oh, okay, got you. Looks like a cartoon character. Howdy, hey, how hope you are well. What's up, Stig? How you doing, sir? Good to see you. All right, let's get back to the list real quick. We got scroll down, scroll down. We got a book called Binary number 3. Who's excited to read Binary? Spider Girl number 7 from Marvel Comics, and then from Image we got Giant Size Criminal number 1, written by from Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. That looks interesting. Yeah, that let's check out the synopsis for that one real quick while we have it there. And guys, like I said, man, I had a little bit of the Jawa juice tonight, so thank you guys for bearing with me tonight during this live stream, and I hopefully the quality and the audio is coming in clear for you guys tonight. We've been having some difficulties with StreamYard as of late. So hopefully all that's working out for you. So the synopsis for this one, this is titled Number One Criminal by Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips. The first new criminal single issue in over 5 years arrives on the eve of a streaming TV series premiere. Oh, wow. So it's getting a series. That's sick. This oversized annual style issue is packed with everything criminal fans love from Brubaker and Phillips and much more. Headlining the issue is a novella-length story starring fan favorite character Ricky Lawless as he goes solo on his latest heist. What could possibly go wrong? But that's just the beginning. You also get a criminal tabletop RPG model written by Kieran Gillen, excuse me, and illustrated by Sean Phillips. Behind the scenes insights into the criminal TV series from showrunner Brubaker himself, a fully illustrated guide to the world of Criminal and its key characters. This giant-sized Criminal one shot is the perfect entry point for new readers and is just in time for Xmas. It's an even better stocking stuffer for the die-hard Brubaker and Phillips fan in your life. Well, don't stuff it in a stocking because then you're going to crease the pages. It's going to lose value. Just some collector shit. Exclusively in print and only available at comic shops. Our way of saying thanks to retailers. I like hearing that, man. That's good. Image is always doing good shit for our retailers, so I'll support that. I might go pick up that book. I might check it out. I haven't read anything by Ed Brubaker in quite some time, but I might give that a shot. After that, on the Marvel side, we got Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts, issue number 3. Never heard of that, but every time Marvel tries to sound edgy, it always sounds corny. I don't know why. From DC, we got Cheetah and Cheshire Rob, the Justice League. And then also from DC, we got Gotham Academy, first year, number 3. And then from Mad Cave Studios, we got Speed Racer number 5. Finally, Speed Racer number 5 came out. From Oni Press, we got Adventure Time number 8. And then, excuse me, Mike got moved a little bit. From Dark Horse Comics, we got Nemesis Forever, issue number 4. And then from Oni Press, we have The Cruel Universe, issue number 5. That's following like the EC, the Eternity Comics line of like horror and like sci-fi comic books. They tried to revamp the brand with these. So I don't know if Cruel Universe has been doing well, but we definitely go check it out. And then after that, we got from IDW Publishing, we got Star Trek Red Shirts number 3. Then we got from Dynamite, Thundercats Lost, issue number 9. Black Ritual, The Book of Nyx, issue number 7. We got Vampirella, the new volume, issue number 7 from Dynamite Comics, cover art by Lucio Aparicio. Let's go ahead and look at these covers that Vampirella has out. Vampirella is the only book that I give the pass for. Like, I might not be reading the modern storyline, but the covers, I've definitely been partaking in picking up a few extra covers here and there. Oh, of course, there's 19 versions of the cover. Oh, to quote Stupendous Wave, it's 19 books. It's 19 variant covers. Real quick before we look at this, let me catch up again in chat. Not a guarantee smash hit. She's also a member of the super team, the Pride War Dreams. Oh, Fanatic is of the Sentinel Hero. She's a zealous winged angel warrior lady who wields a huge sword, Absolution, to smite evil, often at great personal cost to herself. Oh, okay, got you. Carol Gillen wrote Uber, fun World War II superhero thingy. Dude, oh my gosh, I actually have an issue of Uber. I actually have an issue of that in my box. That is crazy. Definitely looks interesting. Yes, sir, it does. Stig said Kieran even. Need a race swap Vampirella, black vampire lady, can call it Tramparella. Dude, have you ever watched Blackenstein? The like black exploitation film basically based off Frankenstein. That one's like it's hilarious, first of all, but it's also quite entertaining. Like a lot of like the black exploitation stuff that you would get from like the 70s. Really fun. It's a fun film. But hey, yeah, I could do a race swap Vampirella. That sounds cool. The little decrepit head of mine does not discriminate. You mean stupid ass wave? Yeah, yeah, whatever. I don't really pay attention to stupendous wave and theories show like that. Or I guess he's not on the show anymore because he went and took a hiatus. But yeah, I don't know. There's also Frankenhooker. Yes, there is. Frankenhooker's a good one. They race swap people in the William the Conqueror show recently. I kid you not. In the show, they call them Anglo Blacksons. Oh no! Oh, Stig, say it ain't so. That's just like on the nose and lazy. God, that's so fucking lazy. Hold on, let me get my drink. Oh, let me get a sip of my drink. Yeah, that is super fucking lazy. The Anglo Blacksons. Thank you for sharing that with me, Stig. That's hilarious. All right, let's look at some of these covers real quick for this Vampirella book. Ooh, that's nice. That's the Comic Kingdom art by Kiss Kiss. That's pretty good. I like that one. I like her claws too. The claws on the hip. That looks good. Guys, this is the part of the show where we goon to comic book covers. If you guys didn't know, oh that background is even better. The Blood Moon. That's an even better one. I like that one. That's good. Oh yeah, Derek Cho does great covers for these two. God dang, man. As if you never think Vampirella could look any hotter. I love being a man. Oh, nice. We got a Linzer variant. Linzer's been killing it. I like his Betty Page stuff that he's doing. Oh, also too, bro. Was doing the covers for the Harley Quinn and the Elvira collab. That one, those are pretty good ones too, as well. Oh, wow. Covered D Elias. Oh man, these are all great. Oh, we got a fucking cosplay variant, boys. Feast your eyes. Feast your eyes on greatness. Like I said, if you guys aren't familiar with us, I know we got a lot of the Tuesday crowd in here tonight, but here on typically on the Monday stream with me, we get to a point where we pull up the Vampirella covers and we just gawk. We just gawk at them. The Lucia Aparicio Virgin variant. I'm not gonna lie, the wing on her back looks really too like that's too much for me right here. And like the crown thorns, like I don't know if that's supposed to be. I'm not religious per se, but I don't know if that's like supposed to be a dig at like Christianity or something. I'm not familiar, but if it is, like whatever. But but pretty neat. That's a good one too. Selena, art by Selena. That's just the artist's name is Selena. Ooh, the cosplay virgin right here, the 1 out of 10 virgin variant. This cosplayer, she did excellent for this cover. Excelente. We'll just leave it at that. All right. Think we're getting to the like the virgins and like the trade presses. Okay. All right. We'll stop. We'll stop there. We'll stop gawking. We saw enough. All right. Moving on. Moving on. All right, guys. Let me scroll back down to where we were, and then I'll catch up in chat real quick. All right, we're back where we're at. Let's go. Uh Stick said, "I guess Afro Saxons would work too." Fuck me. That's hilarious. Male gaze. Yep. The male gaze. Uh, Gandalf, don't tempt me. Do not tempt me, Vampirilla, with your curves. Need a Harley Quinn. Oh fuck! I don't know if I can post that. Stig. I don't know if I can. Ah, I hope I don't get in trouble for having that on screen. I don't know if I could post that word, but let me read. I'll read it to the side. Need a Harley Quinn prawn. Can call it hardly in. She can team up with the poker, the diddler, and two facials and fight Buttman and Throbbin. Oh, oh, Stig. That was classic. That was great. Oh, nice one, sir. Nice one. I like that one. Touche. Oh, if I had a clip for you, bro, I would play it. This man said Buttman begins. No. Yo, no, there's another. I swear, no, there is another. We don't go this route so easily on the stream, I assure you. Real quick. Yo, everybody. What is up, Brandon the Awesome? How's it going, Brandon? Glad you can make it live. We are here tonight on a Tuesday night, typically on a Monday night, but we have some people that don't usually catch us live tonight, and we're a little bit later than our usual time frame. So, what the hell did I stumble into? Whole lot, Brandon, whole lot. If you double back, we were gooning over Vampirella, and then it just turned into a whole nother conversation. Uh, assisted by Stig Kenobi. He was going off. It's the sequels are the Dark Cock and the Dark Cock Rise. Oh, dude, the Dark Tight, dude. I think we could go all night. This could be the rest of the stream. We're just coming up with fucking sleazy ass names for for superheroes. I'm always up for a good gooning. Being a bachelor has its perks. What is this? What is this chat tonight? What is this chat tonight? This is wild. Buttman and Robin. Fuck. Oh, I'm loving the stream already. I appreciate it. Thank you. A lot of the other ones, if you go back, they're not this unhinged, I assure you. Leland is laughing his ass off. It gets rebooted as Buttman versus Stripper Man Dawn of Jollies. This is men being stupid. The good kind of stupid. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't try to be too inappropriate during the comic book stream. I save that typically for a limited tirade and I just let it loose. But yeah, tonight was some unhinged stuff was being said, so we just went ahead at for it. All right, real quick, we're gonna go over a little bit more, and then we're gonna be done with our new comic book talk for the night, guys. And then we'll get into like I think maybe like two or three topics, and then we'll go to recommending some books for you guys, and then we'll call it a night. We're not going to go too crazy tonight. Next up we got Heat Seeker Exposed #4. That's pretty much just like a sleazy cover book. The story doesn't even matter. No one cares about that. The Voice Said Kill #4 from Image Comics, and then from Mad Cave Studios we got The Phantom #3. I've been hearing good things about the Phantom. A lot of people like Phantom. The Blue Falcon and Dynamut from Dynamite Comics. This is issue #4. We got DuckTales issue #9, and then following up, we got the third printing of Nick Dragotta's cover for Batman, Absolute Batman #1. Oh no, not Absolute Batman. That's regular Batman. Excuse me, misspoke. Had to sneeze real quick. Apologies. And then after that, from Dynamite, we got The Terminator, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, issue #1. That seems like trash. Next up is Chainsaw Man #222. I don't know anything about that. I thought Chainsaw Man was a manga. I don't know why that would be a singular issue of something. I don't know. I'm not too sure. And then from Dark Horse, after that, we got Kill All Immortals, Volume 2, issue #2. And then from Titan Comics, we got Dark Souls, Mother of Mourning, issue #1. Following that, we have the Dreadhalls 2025 issue number 1 from Image Comics, and then another one from Image Comics. We got Inferno Girl Red Book 2 issue number 1. And then I didn't even know there was a Little Nightmares comic book. That's interesting. We got Little Nightmares Descent to Nowhere issue number 3. And then following that, we have Alien Books Publishing. They have Valiant Beyond Tales of the Shadow Man number 4. And then from Vault Comics, we got Barbaric, The Long Death, issue number 1. Barbaric, no, another barbarian book? Question mark. Then we got Startling Tales of Santa Claus 2025 annual, issue number 1. Then we got from Boom Studios, we got Briar, Night Terrors, issue number 1. Fantagraphic Books, Uncle Scrooge, issue number 3. I know I'm kind of just going through these. None of these really appeal to me, so I'm just kind of mouthing off. I think this gets into this just gets into some bullshit that I don't really care about. I think we'll just stop it there. We'll call it there. I think I talked about the important ones. These are just kind of like going off on the tangent. All right, we're just gonna stop sharing there. We're just gonna go ahead and end that segment. Those are the new books. There we go. All right. Real quick, let's catch up with chat. Well, this is us hanging out with our floppies out. Last joke, I swear. No, that last segment was totally a hangout with your floppy double entendre meaning. And then from Stig, he said, "Ooh, Phantom comic. Yeah, dude. Free comic book day at the beginning of the year was the first preview for Phantom, and it's by Mad Cave Studios. I always sing their praises. Mad Cave is great, but the free comic book day issue, the preview for it was pretty good, and I enjoyed it. So I recommend everyone go check that out. The Phantom series is pretty well done, pretty true to the original pulp story as well. So if you like stuff like that, go check it out. And then Brandon said, Phantom's still around. Holy crap. Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's even like series of like the shadow that you can get from like the last like 5 years. The shadow's always getting dabbled into. I love the old pulp heroes. Maybe one stream we'll do in the future for Hang Out with Your Floppy is where we just do a like a pulp night where we're going over like golden age pre-code stuff from like the pulp hero eras, the vigilantes of old, if you will. Sorest Rump starring Tom Hanks. Ram Forrest Ram. Oh no. It continues. The nightmare continues. Gah, Modern Batman. Yeah, I don't like Modern Batman. Oh, look, another crappy Spider-Man book aimed at kids. Yeah, they just print it. They just print it, dude. I'm not liking how cartoony styled the Marvel comics look now. I want realistic looking art and characters. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna type up something because I think I recommended it prior, but let's go ahead and see if okay, here we go. So if this will pop up. Okay, here we go. This is the first issue. I'm gonna take that off screen. Oh my fucking god, Stig. Stop. He said gulp friction. This motherfucker is out of pocket. Stig, you are a bastard. Oh no, no, there is another. I feel you. Don't feel the gulp. I'm just kidding. I know that was a reply to another one. I'm just yanking the floppy. Ha! All right, real quick. This is for Stig. I don't know if Stig read this series before, but let me present, share screen. I always got to announce what I'm doing because I'm simple like that. All right, here we go. Yeah, Maximum Carnage number 1. If you for all the other people that wanted to know about something that they could start at, this is a nice little starting point. If you're familiar with like Spider-Man, web slinger, shoots webs out of cartridges, walks on walls, fights crime in New York City, works at the Daily Bugle, and he is also known as Peter Parker in his real life. His alias is Spider-Man, of course, but Peter Parker is the real kid behind the suit. And Maximum Carnage is one of my favorite storylines. Carnage is one of my favorite Marvel characters, if not my favorite Marvel character of all time. So definitely go check out this. You guys can start here for a spell if you'd like something from the 90s to knock your socks off. And like I said, this will probably be one of my recommendations for tonight is Maximum Carnage issue number 1. I might have recommended this in a prior, an older Hangout with Your Floppy stream. I could be wrong or I could be right. But either way, this is always a good recommendation. Go check it out. All right. Let me get back. Hey, I own that whole series via the Marvel Epic Collection. Yeah, dude, Maximum Carnage is a great one. I said Reservoir Dicks. Phil Bill, the Hillary biopic by Tarantino. Oh man, we can't stop. I always recommend the complete Marvel reading order by Travis Starnes at cmro.com. Okay, right on. I've always wanted a Carnage Kills the Marvel Universe where he tears apart the likes of Miles Morales and Kamala Khan. Yeah, in our dreams, bro. In our dreams. I would love to see something like that, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen. They Miles Morales and Kamala Khan, more so Miles Morales, he's too precious of a character to get shitted on by anybody else. So wow. Stig Kenobi says, I finished the Star Wars Expanded Universe novels today. I am officially done. Comics and novels took me 20 something years. Wow. Let's go ahead and give a round of applause for Stig Kenobi. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. That is a feat in itself. I cannot claim this as my own feat for myself because I have way too many books to read still. So uh I'm definitely I collect the video games, I collect the toys. I like a lot of the expanded universe toys. I actually got a swoop bike from Shadows of the Empire coming to in the mail, I should say, to this weekend for me to get. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, I love the comics, I love the toys, I love the video games. The novels is where I am lacking. So I want to own them if I'm going to read them. I would like to also do some of the audiobooks. I have a lot of audiobooks on cassette tape, to age myself. If you guys remember cassette tapes, I have a lot of audiobooks on there. But yeah, yeah, congratulations, Stig. Very fun, very cool. I love it. Only story-based Star Wars video games. I have not beaten this Bounty Hunter, but I own it. Will beat it soon. I love playing Bounty Hunter, especially on the GameCube. Oh man, that game was so fucking fun. Yeah, clap. Yep. Give him his flowers. Miles Morales, the bane of my existence. How I despise that glorified knockoff. Dude, I hated the game so much. I like the first Spider-Man game from Insomniac, and then they came out. Is it Insomniac that came out with that, or Sucker Punch? I don't know what the fuck they call their company, but yeah, like the Miles Morales, it felt more like a DLC patch. It felt more like a DLC extension versus an actual game. I mean, they only charged $40 for it, so then you aren't done yet, pal. They're doing a 6-inch Kyle Katarn now, finally out in April, I think. Who is Black Series? Like current Disney Star Wars is putting that out. They just want to milk expanded universe fans for their money because they're like, oh, we'll give you a figure of your favorite character. You Legends fans. Don't you read Legends? Don't you like Kyle Katarn? He's from Legends. Yeah, go fuck yourself. But hey, man, that's interesting. I could look at it. I don't know if I'll buy it though. I thought I was the only one. Decrepit, I'm getting ready to review Star Wars comics on my channel in the coming weeks. That's what's up. That's cool. Insomniac. Okay, I knew it was Insomniac. Yeah. Miles Morales sounds so damn soy. He's not that great, dude. And the voice acting in the video game, he's just like, "Hey, Peter, what are we talking about?" It just sounds like a fucking train wreck. Yes, the Black Series. Okay, so they're putting it out. You know what I also didn't like? One of the changes that like the new Star Wars Black Series made, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure they made this change already, but where they have it's just like cardboard images on the front. It's no longer like see-through plastic on the figure that you can look at it. You can look at the figure and see what it looks like before you buy it. Now it's all covered up by a cardboard image. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's like enacted already and then they're making it a thing, but I know that was a thing that they were already putting on different lines of toys already. Nope, I'm one of few. Legends. I only collect old Star Wars merchandise. I know. Yeah, me too. Dude, I found a shit ton of those what are they called? Like the cup toppers from the Phantom Menace era that they gave them out. I want to say it was either Taco Bell or Burger King. Me personally, I don't know if I ever saw Star Wars toys at a McDonald's. I don't know if McDonald's had the rights to do that. I think Burger King was the ones that saw in hindsight how popular Star Wars would be. So I think they have the rights. He's got the exaggerated swagger of a black teen, so I've heard. They do that with Commander and Titan class Transformers. Okay, like the cover, like they just cover up the plastic and it's just a cardboard image. That's so fucking lame. Stig said, I get most of them via a thrift store up here in Norway. Disney doesn't get a dime. The store owner buys them from stores around Europe that couldn't sell all of them. Okay, Stig, so just play the waiting game then, brother. I hear you. That's a lot better. That's a lot better than it. And then I'd throw away the packaging. I'd take them out and throw away the packaging. And if you're gonna store them, just like put them in like a heavy duty like plastic bag, and then just like wrap it up, put a little tape on it. That'll do. Yep, a cardboard image. Art's nice, but it's a shame I can't see if the paint's chipped. Well, I hear you. There's defects sometimes from the factory, but I definitely think more along the lines that you just want to see like the proportions and the coloring and the paint job that they do. You're probably right. You want to be able to spot defects on your figures, but I don't think that's like a common thing. But like, what if you're not happy with like the shade of orange or red that's on something or a particular model? Like if I bought say a reproduction figure for a Republic Commando from Delta Squad and say it was the head clone, the head commando, and everyone knows he has like orange striping on his armor. What if that orange striping looked more yellow? Then I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it and I wouldn't want to buy it. And if I open the packaging up and I take the figure out and then it's no longer valid, I can't return it, then you're just fucking people over for their money, you know? Maybe that's just another ploy for like rich corporations to just get more over on the lower and the working class people that are fans of this kind of stuff. So I don't know exactly, but maybe I'm digging too deep into it. The Phantom Menace invasion era is my Roman Empire. Nice, nice. That's funny as fuck. When in Rome, Boss is the leader of Delta Squad. Oh yeah, they call him Boss. Okay, I've played the game, Brandon. I'm not a fake fan. I've played the game. I just haven't played the game in years. I have to do a reboot, refresher. Stig said, "I like Star Wars, but I'm not spending 15 to 20K on shipping alone." Yep, yep. I hear you. I hear you indeed. I wish we still figured out what happened to Sev before the buyout. That's in the novels, right? Is that cliffhanger for Sev is in the novels? Or is it in the game? Like I said, I've only read one Republic Commando. I'm really behind on a lot of expanded universe books. It took Stig 20 years, but it's gonna take me fucking like 25 or 30 to finish because I'm such a slow pace when it comes to attacking the expanded universe. I have like so many other things going on in my life. I really would like to make time for it, but it just takes forever. So yeah, like I said, going back to it, I can't remember if it's the Republic Commando video game or if it's the novel where the cliffhanger happens. I see what you mean. Given what happened with the Marvel Legends Inside Out Spider-Man suit, where the arms were colored wrong, yeah. But some people like defects like that or different things. Hey, just giving you a friendly reminder. No worries, my guy. It was in the game. Okay, yeah. Filoni put Sev in the Clone Wars, then destroyed the lore, so Sev made no sense in the Clone Wars. That sounds per usual for Filoni. He's a piece of shit. So I don't know if you guys can hear my dog is crying in the background. That motherfucker is pissed right now. It's in both. I've read Order 66 and played the game. Okay. Stig, he also fucked over Scorch. Yeah. I need to send you a ton of pics from comics where Filoni blatantly stole characters and stories. Yeah, yeah, DM it to me. I know quite a few myself that he stole, but if I had like a reference guide to it, that would be sick. So that would be sick. Do it. All right. Real quick on the agenda for like stories or anything. I wanted to there's not really a whole lot to talk about tonight that I wanted to cover as far as like topics go. I will point out, I think I wanted to make a like her hold on, let me share screen. Share screen. Okay. And while I have this on screen, really quick, I'm going to step away from the microphone for just 2 seconds, guys. Give me 2 seconds and we're going to go ahead and talk about this article that's posted on geeksandgamers.com. All right, give me 2 seconds real quick, guys. Let me check my dog. 1 second. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We are back. We are back. Sure, I can DM you if you could find you on Twitter. Okay, you're not talking to me. First episodes of Rebels is stolen from the X-Wing comics in Order 2. Stunning, really. Okay. Darth Blaze. Hello. What's up, Blaze? Darth Blaze, man. What's up, dude? Oh, well, good thing I abandoned the DCU to die a horrible death. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Rebels is the best Star Wars Disney has made. Ah, I ain't putting up with that over here, brother. Not over here. We ain't Disney Star Wars fans on this side. So, in case you haven't found that out already, just letting you know that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about this real quick. This is just a quick thing we're gonna cover. We're not gonna dwell on it too long, and then we're gonna move over to some comic book recommendations, and that will be the stream for tonight. I don't like hearing myself talk too much, guys, especially when I'm just by myself. All right. Darth Blaze said, "Oh, just trying to recover from a house fire." Oh, fuck, man. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. I hope family is all right and you don't have too much loss on your end. Like I said, even though your opinion on Star Wars might be a little misguided, to put it nicely, I definitely don't want to see people lose their property or their personal belongings. So hope all can be made whole again at least one point. Sorry to hear that. All right. All right. So Geeks and Gamers put out this article, guys, and they put it and they titled Supergirl movie actor is going to prison for 6 months. And this was published today. And guys, when you see this article right here and they use these two photos, who do you think they're talking about? I know that there's a lot of people that put articles together as like a gotcha or like a bait and switch. This is definitely happening in Hollywood as far as their movies go, but articles like this typically like to go that way too. I'm a fan of Geeks and Gamers. I like watching Jeremy. I like watching Geeks and Gamers Daily. I like Ryan Kinnell. I like J Junk 3PO. I like all those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of their shows and their content is fun to watch. It's entertaining. But when I see stuff like this on their website, it just makes you go like, come on, guys. Like let's not do this. Let's not do this like bait and switch article shit. Because you go right down here, and this is who they're talking about right here. Matthias Schoenhartz. I think that's how you say his name, or Schoenarts. I don't know how you say his name. All right, sue me. But it says one of James Gunn's newest DCU additions is making headlines for all the wrong reasons, namely that an actor in the upcoming DCU Supergirl movie is going to prison. Belgian performer Matthias Schoenaerts, who appears in the upcoming 2026 film, has now been sentenced to 6 months behind bars following a series of legal issues in his home country. Who cares about this, bro? Who cares? Like how like all right, I get it. He's tied to like a big movie that's kind of in the talks for the DCU and the James Gunn stuff. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you want to reach for it, but who gives a fuck? Like people get in trouble, people get arrested, people go to prison, and that doesn't make this guy any special. So who gives a fuck? Why are we writing articles about this? It says the timing couldn't be worse for Warner Brothers Discovery, which is still in the early stages of building Gunn's rebooted universe. How is the timing for this arrest bad for Warner Brothers Discovery? Can somebody in the chat explain that? Like, how does that make sense? I'm kind of ripping this apart because I don't really see the points in the article like this being made. Um, it goes on to say the situation escalated last week. He allegedly refused a breathalyzer test during a set. Okay, so he's getting on a DUI. So we made a post about a guy getting a DUI, and this is worthy of like going on a website, and we're classifying this as I'm doing air quotes with my fingers news. This is so lame. Why do people do this kind of shit? Uh Real quick, Rebels ended on a double plot hole. Thrawn and Ezra entering hyperspace within gravity, plus broken window at light speed, should be dead. Yeah, Rebels sucks. Sorry to hear their fire Barth Blaze. Yeah, we don't want to hear that, man. We don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear anybody losing their property. Disney Star Wars is what it is. LOL, nothing we can do about it. Yeah, I'll agree with you there. Like I can't do shit about it. I don't doesn't mean I gotta fucking like it though, dude. Plus Star Wars isn't even as good as Dune and Lord of the Rings. I prefer Dune over it. That's fine, dude. You can like Dune more than Star Wars. That's okay with me. This isn't even a Star Wars show tonight. This is more of a comic book oriented show. But yeah, but the sentiment still remains. I'll still preach my gospel. Jeremy at Giskin Gamers did a video telling people to support Filoni because Filoni should be in charge of Star Wars, according to him. Yeah, I remember that video going around, bro. There's a whole lot of videos of Star Wars theory going around saying, like Filoni is the savior. Like George should go. He should have gave it to his apprentice. Filoni's his apprentice. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck. Thanks, guys. Lost my whole collection, my PC, most of my belongings, and all five of my. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Fuck, dude. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry, dude. As like one pet owner to another, I'm very fucking sorry to hear that. That breaks my heart. I'm very sorry that you lost all five of your cats. God damn, dude. So sorry. Like like yeah, the whole collection computer, most of your belongings. I'm really sorry to hear about your property getting destroyed, but oh, dude, your pets. I'm very sorry to hear that. Fuck my life. That sucks. You'll be in thoughts and prayers, man. And over us over here in the community, we'll definitely we'll try to put out some good energy and some good thoughts and prayers your way, man. Yeah. And yeah, so very, very sorry to hear that, dude. That sucks dick. Yeah. That's important because Marvin says so. Shut up. This Marvin guy is the editor chief of that park place. Yeah, no, this article is bonkers. It's lame. This guy getting arrested for your DUI, and then they're talking about his pattern of legal trouble. This is just like gossip shit. Like if I'm sorry, dude, but if what's his name, Jeremy Griggs, if Jeremy Griggs is not like overseeing this and he sees this kind of article and he's like, yeah, put it out. Like this is kind of fucking embarrassing. And then they fucking followed up with this dumb shit saying, will this affect the DCU long term? Get the fuck out of here. We're already done looking at this. This is what a lame article to read. That's how trash tonight was for the news to bring up on the show because yeah, there's not even anything to say that. I remember when Squidward's voice actor got arrested for DUI and it affected nothing for the production of SpongeBob. Yeah, bro, people get fucked up. People get fucked up, dude. So, I fucking hate the George Lucas Apprentice title given to Filoni. I fucking hate that shit too. It's so drawn out, so fucking annoying. I'm cussing tonight. I'm sorry. A whole lot of f bombs. If Scran, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. uh, it's been rough. Me and my fiance feel the same way. We traded all just for our cast. Man, dude, I know. And yeah, man, I really appreciate it. And good vibes, guys. Means so much. Yeah, I'm real sorry. Sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, nothing will replace your animals. They're your family, you know what I mean? My dog is losing his fucking mind outside of my door right now. He hasn't seen me all day, and I just went straight to going to do a stream. He is pissed. And I have a cat too, but she's sleeping on my bed. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna hold my animals a little bit tighter tonight just because of that. That makes me sad to hear that somebody lost theirs. The article screams slow news day. Exactly. It's a slow news day over here. So what better way to make fun of a slow news day article? That was a trash article. I'm sorry I put you guys through that. Actually, I owe you guys an apology. Rip, and I hope you heal from the traumatic experience. Yeah, dude. Yeah, straight up. I'm off to bed. All right, see you, dude. There's a vid of Lucas saying there's no apprentice, never was. Yeah, yeah, straight up. No, I'm not y'all's cup of tea because I like some Disney Star Wars, but I don't care. We're all nerds at the end of the day. And guess what? OG Lucas Star Wars will always be the best Star Wars. That we can agree on. That we can agree on. Nobody should lose their cats and belongings, not even Disney fans. Yeah, yeah. I'll agree to that. But here to preach the gospel of Paul Atreides, go watch Dune and Dune 2. Right on, right on, right on. Appreciate that, Blaze. Yeah, keep your head up, man. I hope you guys can we can rebuild, make it stronger and better than ever. But we need money. What movie is that from, guys? Anybody know? All right, let's get into comic book recommendations. I've been jabbing the jaw too much tonight. I'm ready to stop hearing myself talk. But I appreciate you guys in the chat. You guys have been a great audience tonight. As always, love having you guys. Like I said, we had some new faces and some new folks in the chat tonight because we typically do this on Mondays at 9 p.m. But tonight we did it on Tuesday. I had a family obligation and an emergency that abruptly happened last night. You know, as some people in the chat can realize, things happen sometimes in life that you just you don't see coming. And so but all is well. Everything's good now on my end. So I wanted to make it up for you guys and do a stream tonight. That way we could get back on track. And I will have a small announcement at the end of tonight's stream as well. But let's get our comic recommendations out of the way. I already recommended Maximum Carnage #1 to you guys, so I'm gonna recommend two more books for y'all. And like I said, as well as in the live chat and in the comment section, if you're watching this on the replay, feel free to go ahead and drop in your recommendations for people to read some stuff, guys. We're always welcome to always welcome to hear you guys out, see what you guys are reading. All right, here we go. To quote Heath Ledger's Joker, and here we go. Okay, recommendation number 2 of the night is going to be this. Could use some good reads. I'm glad you're okay, brother. Recommend me some comics. We got you. We got you. Love the community here. Thank you. Thank you very much. We like having everyone else here as well. All right. So yeah, like I said though, I'm glad you like the community, but I don't pull my punches. I let it fly when I can, and I try to be respectful to people. But if you want to talk shit or be disrespectful, I can throw it right back at you as well. So I'll just leave it at that. All right. Share screen for this recommendation. Gosh, so much clicking. All right. So next up, from 2004, published in 2004 from DC Comics, I'm going to recommend to you guys Green Lantern Rebirth, issue #1 of 6. And this is written by Jeff Johns, artwork by Ethan Van Sciver. And the synopsis for this one reads, a turning point in the history of the Green Lanterns begins here in a 6-issue miniseries written by fan favorite Jeff Johns, the art by Ethan Van Sciver, Hal Jordan was one of the greatest heroes in the DCU until tragedy turned him into one of the greatest villains. If you guys don't know that, he turned into Parallax. Green Lantern Volume 3, issue number 50, I want to say, is Birth of Parallax, Hal Jordan. Anyway, today, his soul searches for redemption as the Spectre, but redemption may not be what Jordan himself needs or wants. The fates of Kyle Rayner, John Stewart, Guy Gardner, and the rest of the Green Lantern mythology unfold in this colossal tale of heroism involving the entire DCU. So go check this one out, guys. This is one of my recommendations for you. I don't want to spoil the story too much because once you delve into the Green Lantern Rebirth and the Green Lantern run by Jeff Johns, that all leads up to the amazing event known as the Blackest Night. And if you guys don't know about Blackest Night, you are living under a fucking rock. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. We'll go ahead and leave it at that. I'm going to stop sharing the screen just once so I can go ahead and I'm going to type in something new as my next recommendation real quick, and then we'll get to it. All right, so okay, here we go. Come on, where is it? A B C D E F G H I J T. There we go. T. Why don't they have it here? Hold on. I have to go to Google now because Google doesn't want to cooperate. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Share screen. All right. Like I said to you guys, I'm always promoting, and I am a fan of like old school pulp heroes back in like the pre-code golden age era. And this one right here is one of my favorites. Here we go. My next recommendation for you guys, published in May of 1986, The Shadow by Howard Chaykin. First of 4 issues. Synopsis reads for this one: in the 30s and 40s, millions of fans sat by their radios and read for their pulp magazines, responding to those magic words. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows. Mysteriously cloaked in black, able to cloud the minds of others, invisible at will, the Shadow was and is truly one of all the all-time greats, assisted only by his operatives, loyal men and women who use their workaday skills to aid him. The Shadow struck terror into the dusky souls of criminals, but that was more than 40 years ago. The world has changed a lot since then. Writer-artist Howard Chaykin began to wonder, how would the Shadow exist in the world now? A world in the middle of a massive technological revolution, a world besieged by chaos and corruption. And when someone begins to murder the Shadow's aged operatives, we get a chance to find out. And he's nothing like you'd expect. Tough, brutal violence underscores each page as the Shadow emerges from hiding to seek the murderer, no matter what the cost. The premiere issue of this 4-part miniseries is Howard Chaykin's first book since his acclaimed American Flag. Chaykin's multiple talents explode on each page of the series as he writes, pencils, inks, and paints a spectacular cover to boot. So if you guys don't know already, like I said, this is The Shadow from 1986 by Howard Chaykin. This is my last recommendation for the night. It is a 4-issue series. There's issue number 2 for you guys to see right there, titled Crime and Punishment. This is issue number 3. I like the yellow kind of blasting showing that right there, the action shot. And then issue number 4. That one's one of my favorite ones. Him with the dual Uzis. A lot of action shots in this one. Gets real bloody too. So go check this one out. The Shadow from 1986. That is my last recommendation for the night. All right, let me get back on screen. All right, here we go. Staying true. Yep. Late as hell, but I did make it. What's up, Keely? What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Yeah, we are the tail end, but if you feel so inclined, you can watch the replay, brother. Shout out to Keely, guys. go check out Keely's channel if you haven't already. One of the co-hosts from my show title that we call Unlimited Tirade. And that's a perfect segue to let you guys know this Thursday we will be we will be streaming the next episode of Unlimited Tirade. Of course, I will be graced by the presence of my co-host of old. Narrow Dark will be there, and Keely, I'm certain, will be there for a short time during the show. Keely's got a lot going on. Narrow Dark's got a lot going on. I have a lot going on, but we try to make it happen for you guys. So tune in this Thursday at 9 p.m., maybe 9:15 on Pacific time, Pacific Standard Time, and we will have Unlimited Tirade. What episode are we on? I think we're on episode 12 or 13, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we got Unlimited Tirade coming to you guys this Thursday, okay? Do not miss it. Filming, oh yeah, dude. Oh, talking about filming, Stig Kenobi was on a rampage earlier. Not in the sense of filming that you would think though, Keely. Like just go watch the replay and you'll see what I mean, brother. But right on. All right. That being said, I appreciate everybody that was here. We did try to stream before we started this one. The first attempt to stream kind of failed us. We were connected to a hotspot, but we went and switched over to a Wi-Fi signal. So we started the second stream. If you followed the old link, I will be posting the new link for the replay of this stream available on X and or in the Discord servers that you guys know me in. And also a little side announcement too, guys. I am working on my Discord for the channel, and we will have the Discord live within a week or two. All right. So no guarantees, but my goal is to get the Discord for the channel live in about 7 to 14 days. So stay tuned and check that out. We got George Lucas. Damn, I got here too late. Oh, no worries, George. No worries. Achilles said, "I." No worries, George. We go ahead and check out the replay, brother. We went bananas a little bit earlier, but no worries. Like I said, I was off the jawa juice tonight, but I kind of sobered up a little bit more as time went on. You probably can hear it in my voice too, as as I kept going through this. But anyway, all right, that's gonna be all we have for tonight, guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Keely. Shout out to George Lucas. No, there is another. Thank you so much for coming. We got Darth Blaze in the building. Thank you, Blaze. Peace and love, man. Hope you everything works out. We got Stig Kenobi, who was in the building, and I think that, and we had Brandon Awesome as well. Shout out to all of you guys that checked out tonight in the show. If you guys are be so kind, go ahead and watch the replay. When you guys find the time, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, guys, may the force be with you all, and go fuck yourself. Good night, everybody.